Orang dah beratur, tak sabar untuk datang ke La La Land juga, di mana salah satu acara yang sangat-sangat menarik. Tapi kita kena ucapkan ribuan terima kasih kepada Mountain Dew kerana menguasakan Esports ini. Tidak lupakan juga kepada official merchandise partner kita, Players, satu booth yang sangat-sangat cantik. Kita ada official pizza partner kita, Mokis Pizza yang sangat-sangat sedap. Official media partner kita, Harimau Malaya. Terima kasih juga diucapkan kepada official e-racing partner kita, Race Room Asia, supported by MESF Malaysia Esports Federation, dan tidak lupakan juga kepada booth partner kita, Mugol.
Ya, so Sid, kita dah senaraikan, kita dah bagi tahu dekat sini siapa pihak yang terlibat untuk menjayakan EsportsLAH 2025. So kita nak shout out lagi sekali tentang apa yang ada untuk hari pertama kita ni. Mungkin ada yang tak sempat lagi datang, jangan risau, sebab kita akan berada di sini sehingga waktu malam. Kita bukan saja ada booth-booth seperti lifestyle, sneakerlah, booth-booth makanan, tapi Sid, of course, bercakap tentang EsportsLAH, kita ada tournament.
Ya, banyak
dekat
kita.
belah kanan kita ada e-football, belah kiri kita ada race room.
Yes, tepat sekali. Bagi siapa nak makan sini ada tempat makanan. Korang boleh shopping kat sini, kita ada marketplace, kita ada influencer punya place. Habis dekat EsportsLAH ni kita ada banyak booth yang korang boleh datang. Ada harga-harga promosi bersempena dengan EsportsLAH. Dan siapa yang tak lepas tadi, kita ada persembahan daripada Bang Face.
Wow.
Yang dibawakan khas oleh pada Mountain Dew. Tapi esok kita ada juga persembahan. Kalau nak tahu, korang kena datang dekat MIECC untuk menyaksikan dan juga merasai kenikmatan dan pengalaman berada di EsportsLAH ini.
Okey Sid, kita nak cakap sedikit sebanyaklah tentang EsportsLAH 2025 ni.
Alright,
memang
boleh.
sangat berbeza dengan last year punya.
Awak makin lama makin jauh eh?
Kita kena ada gap.
Okey, faham.
Okey, apa?
Halal gap. Okey, sambung balik.
Kalau siapa nak tahu yang bercakap belakang kamera tu, kita punya caster e-football.
E-football, betul.
Hygiene. So kalau korang datang sini ni, boleh tengok daripada depan macam mana perlawanan itu berlangsung. Baiklah Sid, kita tadi hygiene ni potong kita cakap. Saya nak cakap benda lain, dia masuk dan termasuk dalam benda lain. Okey, perbezaan kali ni untuk EsportsLAH 2025, of course kali ni kita ada banyak vendor-vendor yang terlibat dan hadiah prize pool juga semakin menarik.
Yes, tepat sekali. Prize pool kita, Fira yang akan bagi tahu lah prize pool berapa, Fira? Banyak ah?
Banyak awak,
banyak.
Sebab kita ada 2 game yang terlibat. Tapi itu side caster kita yang akan ulas lebih lanjut.
Betul.
Sebab selepas ini kita ada satu podcast yang menarik untuk game Honor of King. Tapi of course lah bukan kita yang handle Sid. Yang akan handle untuk podcast selepas ini adalah Sir Cloud. Okey, Sir Cloud ni famous dalam scene e-sport. Awak famous tak? Of course lah famous. Sid kot dekat EsportsLAH. Kenapa
Famous. Teruskan bercakap, Fira. Awak saja menguji saya ni.
Okey, baiklah guys. Untuk anda semua yang sedang menonton ataupun berada di kita punya MIECC ni, kalau korang nak datang tengok podcast, boleh datang sendiri di depan stage kita. Tapi kalau korang nak tahu lebih lanjut tentang game Honor of King, of course korang boleh datang sini dan tengok sendiri dan dengar perbincangan yang menarik selepas ini. Jadi, tanpa membuang masa, kita akan pass kepada Sir Cloud dan menjemput tetamu undangan kita iaitu BobbyTerbang, Esports Director PAG dan Jon, MKL Professional Player untuk naik ke atas pentas. Dipersilakan.
Give a round of applause to our panelists.
Mic check. Okay. Alright, terima kasih kepada boleh duduk. Silakan. Terima kasih kepada Fira dan juga Sif yang sangat famous juga. Ya, thank you. Jadi kita sekarang ni akan borak sempena dengan Warong EsportsLAH yang dikuasakan oleh Mountain Dew. Nama saya Sir Cloud, saya adalah pengulas e-sukan dan selain daripada itu saya juga ada podcast sendiri yang dinamakan sebagai podcast tak berlesen. Dan hari ini kita akan bawa ke EsportsLAH ni format yang sama di mana podcast saya banyak memperbincangkan perkara-perkara ataupun topik-topik daripada industri e-sport secara berilmiah lah. Dan hari ini saya punya guest adalah dua orang yang saya sanjungi. Mereka banyak achievement masing-masing. Yang pertama sekali adalah Encik BobbyTerbang.
Hai.
Ya, beliau merupakan Esports Director untuk PA Gaming, satu pasukan profesional yang bermain di MKL baru-baru ni, iaitu Liga Profesional untuk Honor of Kings. Dan saya ada juga bersama dengan saya Jon, pemain
Hello.
MKL sendiri. Ya, apa khabar?
Alhamdulillah baik. Terima kasih untuk Secloud atas undangan ni. Saya amat berbesar hatilah untuk dapat buat perbincangan kat sini.
Alright, nice. Ada crowd-crowd dekat sini yang mungkin nak tahu lebih tentang bagaimana background, macam mana bermula di dalam dunia e-sports ni lah kan. Jadi mungkin kita mulakan dulu dengan introduction dulu. Mungkin kita boleh mulakan dengan Bobby. Boleh ceritakan tak background Bobby dan macam mana boleh terlibat di dalam dunia e-sukan ni?
Actually dah terlibat dalam dunia e-sukan ni dah lama lah. Cuma mungkin untuk tahun ni ataupun start tahun lepas ada rezeki untuk ke next level which is professional level. So memang dah minat e-sukan ni dah lama lah. Before this macam-macam game kita main which is the Dota itself, Valorant pun main, Wild Rift pun main, League of Legends pun main. So mostly MOBA. And then untuk sampai ke sini tu I think around 10 years.
10 tahun?
10 tahun baru
Serious
masuk.
ah?
Betul, baru masuk professional scene. After 10 years of struggling in many games. So ada sedikit mungkin rezeki lah boleh masuk dekat Honor of King.
Wow, 10 tahun memang mencuba untuk masuk
Betul.
professional scene. 10 tahun tu, time tu is tahun 2015 dah try.
Around that kita banyak more to Dota lah time tu.
I see.
Yeah, so memang time tu minat Dota and then League of Legends itself. Tapi tak ada rezeki. So yeah.
Ni start main Dota dari bila ni?
Uish. Dah lama dah. Kalau still main sekarang maybe around 17 years macam tu lah.
Wow, kita seangkatan. Because I also start main Dota tahun 2003.
Understand.
Orang dah mula teka-teka dah ni umur kita berapa ni kan.
Sebab masa tu pun highest achievement pun time tu I tak ingat main tournament apa, but it's Asian punya tournament and then kalah dan terus jual PC.
Kalah satu tournament terus jual PC?
Betul. Sebab memang tak boleh lah. Memang time tu umur dah peak kot. So kita go to another game lah.
Okay.
Which is Honor of King.
Lasas pusing-pusing dekat sini Showcase jugalah. Okay, tapi cerita pasal sini Showcase lah kan. Of course dekat sebelah kita ni,
Betul.
pemain yang bermain sendiri
Betul.
dekat Liga
Yang sangat
Profesional
hebat.
MKL.
I'm going to decide.
Sebab dia yang main.
Yes.
I borak je. Okay, mungkin boleh ceritakan sikit background?
Hello, so I'm Jon. So saya punya background actually started macam 7 tahun yang lalu before Honor of Kings. Itu like something before HOK it was KOG, King of Glory, Chinese version lah. So aku started dalam secondary school when kawan-kawan saya main, then saya nampak korang dalam pro team lah. So can I join lah? I ask them. Then they bagi saya connection. Then ini I test out a few teams, private teams macam sudah disband lah. Tapi that's how I started. Then I get to know ini semua community KOG. Then after I graduate, I pergi university. Then I stop playing KOG. Then after few bulan, then Honor of King announced release global. So after release global, I'm like, okay, I want to try because ada banyak potensi untuk game ini. Because dalam China, game ini memang like top 1 lah in China. So like, okay, I try out. Then at first, it was not good. Because dalam community saya memang adalah player average. So untuk player average, untuk dapat achievement, ada 2 choices lah, aku rasa. Satu choice yang tu you join a pro team, a strong team, tapi you buat substitute, then you get the achievement with them. Or you go to a weak team, you boleh main tapi jangan expect ada achievement lah. That's my expectation. Then I try out a few teams. Then initially, I was going with either O2 Esports or Todak. Then I wanted to go Todak because all my friends are there. Then mereka cakap last minute sudah trial semua okay lah, mantap lah. Then they ask me, can you go full time? I'm like, tak boleh lah. I still studying. I need masa untuk belajar. Then mereka cakap, oh then we cannot have you lah, sorry. So I went with O2 Esports because on the go, saya pun juga budak belajar. So I can give you the opportunity untuk main dan juga study. Then after a while, the result were not there. So on the go, bagi tahu saya, okay, we are going to bring in a few stronger players. We'll put you as sub. But because I see potential in you, aku rasa boleh put you as sub and leave you in the team for a while. That's when you can see in the first season, O2 Esports, I'm a substitute. But of course, O2 Esports disbanded after we got fourth. Then move on to Magna Esports. Then Magna Esports, we got fifth lah. But my time on Magna Esports memang I would say very busy because I want to be very grateful to Magna Esports to keep us because it was before deadline day, a day before deadline day. Magna Esports pun cari saya macam like I cari Magna Esports, sorry, like can you please keep us a team. Then I also texted Bobby, like, Bobby tolong aku lah.
I remember that night that the thing is with the Showcase in Malaysia itself is we are lack of how do I say a big sponsorship itself. So because if in terms of sustaining a professional e-sport team, memang makan a lot of budget. So at that night, I remember John was asking me about is there any team yang he can approach to carry their name in the league itself. So I gave a few lah. So one of it is Magna lah. So and as I heard lah, I don't know if this is my personal opinion that Magna is really good in taking care of players. So yeah, I think that's the best option for them at that time.
So without Bobby here, memang tak ada Magna Esports lah season ini.
Wow, okay. So diorang dua ni ada history kasih sayang lah ni kan?
Yes, betul. Actually, apa yang if let's say apa yang fans tengok, which is they are competing against each other, but we have that cooperation behind the stage. Okay, so macam, Bobby, can you help me on this? John, can you help me on this? Like that lah.
Contoh-contoh benda yang help?
Macam ni lah.
Oh, macam ni lah.
Something like this. So macam in terms of looking for a good player pun ada. So actually we are friends je outside the league itself. Sometimes fans je yang tengok macam dia orang ni kompetitifnya.
Alah, dia macam orang tengok wrestling lah kan.
Betul.
Bila tengok wrestling, orang gaduh dekat dalam ring tu, orang ingat, ni gaduh betul ni lah kan. Tapi dekat luar, lepak je kan.
Betul.
But I want to segue to something else before I come back to you lah, right? Since Bobby, you cakap yang untuk menjalankan satu pasukan e-sports ni memerlukan kos yang besar.
Betul.
So yourself as team owner juga dan juga sekarang ni Esports Director untuk PA Gaming.
Okay.
Apakah general cost untuk menjalankan satu professional esports team?
I think the most important part is the self-care lah. Maksudnya if let's say you are providing them a place to stay, and then bila dah ada place to stay, takkan tak makan. So the food that we need to provide, and then the transportation itself, and then let's say most of the players that are playing as of now is likely to cari duit lebih, duit tepi. So in terms of allowance ke gaji, and then that things actually memang kalau kita dengar ni sikit je bagi rumah, bagi makan kan. Tapi actually kalau kita kira-kira balik kos tu memang we spend a lot lah. Tapi it depends on how you manage the situation juga. Kalau kata you have the budget and then you boros and everything, memang habis lah.
You know what? I boleh rasa kita punya audience tengah menggigil sekarang ni. Bila you cakap spend a lot tu, berapa banyak?
Uish.
Orang nak tahu number, nak tahu berapa banyak duit kan? Tengok. Nama tu.
Aduh, it depends lah sebab I don't know lah kalau liga lain of game titles lain tu sama ke tak. Tapi for Honor of King, we have two types of expenses lah based on the team itself. Kalau that team is really going all out, memang boleh habis $500,000. Memang boleh.
$500,000?
Yes, boleh habis.
Ringgit?
Yes, sebab
You agree with the number about that?
From O2 Esports, yes. That's O2 Esports lah.
Wow.
yeah, so that's the first level of the team expenses lah.
Okay, I just nak bayangkan lebih sikit lah kan. Kalau kata $500,000 ni, $500,000 untuk satu liga, maksudnya dalam 3 bulan macam tu?
No. It's around 2 or 3 season lah.
2 or
Boleh
3
sustain,
season.
yes.
So 2 or 3 season lebih kurang 1 year, 1.5 year
Yes,
macam tu lah.
Yes.
Okay.
So orang ingat macam, he is the owner, he is the professional player. So memang senang lah dia ni. Tapi it's actually takkanlah kita nak tunjuk yang the bad side. So what we have experienced, John experience sendiri pun memang to get what we want tu memang ada jalan yang sangat susah lah untuk kita orang dapat sampai ke situ. In terms of every level of in the organisation itself, management ke, coach ke, player ke, semua ada dia punya jalan lah. Macam tu.
Right, okay. So daripada John punya pengalaman lah kan, untuk facilities dan segala-gala structure yang berharga $500,000, adakah benda tu just nice as a player ataupun benda tu dah banyak?
Okay, yang ni memangnya I rasa from what I see is from the org itself. Every org spending different. So for O2 Esports, on the go, memangnya confirm semua player adalah comfortable when they are there. So why I say that is on the business side, all business is just macam okay, I need to save cost. Tapi on the go punya strategy is different. Dia punya priority bukannya profit, tapi dia nak make sure player on the go is taken care of. Like after Magna Esports sudah take over O2 Esports, I straight away can tell the difference. Memangnya big difference because dalam O2 Esports kita pun ada satu boot camp, then food, travel semuanya cover. Then sometimes we even eat out with on the go. Dia pun belanja, like makan so good. But then when it comes to Magna, I'm not saying Magna is not bad. It's just different experience. We still got a place to stay, everything like, but just basic lah. Tapi
Just like I said to you just now, we have 2 different levels in the HOK itself. So I'm the second level also. So yeah.
So my experience, memangnya if you get a chance to work with on the go ahead lah, I would say. But on the go is memang can reach $500,000 because his spending is to make sure the players are very comfortable. If you want to make sure someone is comfortable, memangnya you need to spend more lah. Like tempat pun tak boleh macam cram, because we have 7 players in O2, then 1 coach and 2 managers, semua dalam satu rumah. So memangnya rumah tu nak besar sikit lah. So but in Magna Esports, our place is more of just enough for us to sleep and to scrim practice. Tapi we in O2 we got a place to like actual gaming place to scrim, berlatih. Then we also got a TV to do what review, semua ini siap.
Understand.
Dan kita pun ada devices like on the go. We'll ask us ourselves like, what devices you prefer. You nak guna device apa untuk main? I'll buy for you and you can have it and play. Macam tu lah. So I would say $500,000 is possible. It's just see if your org is willing to spend it.
Right. Kalau Bobby pun pernah spend about this amount ke?
Tak pernah. Sebab actually, like I mentioned to you earlier, that we have 2 levels of expenses.
Okay.
Yes. So the first year macam kita boleh bagi comparison the first tier macam O2 lah last season. Yang the second tier ni dia akan datang macam Magna, and then the PA gaming itself, and then also a few
Apa beza first tier dengan second tier in terms of spending?
The first tier macam John cakap, possible to sampai 500 million.
500,000 lah. 500 million tu saya rasa.
500,000 ringgit.
I spend my money elsewhere, man.
Need to mention ringgit also.
Ringgit, yeah.
So the difference between these two level of team is the second level is dia orang akan, for me myself, we need to calculate the budget first, what we can spend on. So okay, in terms of facilities kita nak prioritize yang mana, transportation ke, ataupun the place for them to stay ke, and then kalau macam and then in terms of player nak import ke, nak pakai local ke, so that's really cost money lah for the team yang kecil-kecil ni macam tu.
Right, so I rasa I boleh baca fikiran kita punya view bukan dekat sini saja tetapi juga yang tengah menonton live stream sekarang ni. Uish, sampai 500,000 untuk 2-3 season. So sebagai orang yang membina tim lah kan Bobby, kenapa spend duit macam tu? Kenapa tak ambil duit tu and buat something else?
It's passion lah, passion. Sebab kalau it's general, macam mana nak cakap, everyone have their passion, have their hobbies, and then sometimes yang spend ni selalunya dia dah terlepas masa prime dia. Which mean masa dia main game tu dia maybe tak not
So
saying
you're saying it's you lah.
maybe lah, maybe. So because when the time they play, maybe dia orang tak sampai that level of play untuk jadi professional player. So and then they give up and then they start to focus on the career itself, and then ada rezeki lebih. So why not they invest, and then it's for their passion jugalah. Mostly yang I tanya kalau dia orang kenapa dia orang nak invest, mostly sebab minat lah. Tak ada pun sebab nak untung. Sebab mostly on e-sport ni the branding itself is important lah kalau you betul-betul nak profit. Macam tu. So minat, no one can halang you punya minat. So as long as you have the, how to say, the abilities to realize to fulfill your dream, then just go lah. One of it is money lah. Macam tu.
Right, so yang ni macam very pure passion driven sort of project for
correct.
you lah
Betul.
kan. How do you make money out of it?
Sorry?
Macam mana nak buat duit?
In
Because
e-sport, is
in
it?
reality lah kan, of course, yes, you have the funding sekarang ni, you letak duit, boleh, no problem lah kan.
Betul.
Tapi sustainability tu pun lagi satu.
Betul.
So to sustain, Bobby pun kena buat duit juga.
Yes,
Macam
betul.
mana Bobby buat duit?
So for me itself, branding and marketing is important. So let's say we have an example here, macam players kan. So working with the SRG itself, memang we can say that their branding is on top lah, memang top notch. So in terms of they are focusing on streetwear saja, bila dah collect macam ni, they can introduce their brand in the e-sport scene also. Sebab dalam e-sport scene ni juga orang nak tengok JC yang cantik, baju-baju yang cantik. So kalau dia orang collab and then can make profit from there, then why not? So that's one of the solution lah untuk cari profit for the team itself. Branding and marketing. And then player tak boleh malu lah.
Ini macam very the common ni.
Betul. Sebab dekat MKL ni, dekat Honor of King kita nampak player-player profesional yang bagus-bagus. Ni tak termasuk John lah, sebab John is very talkative.
Dia
That's true.
special breed. That's
Betul,
why,
dia
that's
special
why
breed.
dia duduk dekat
Dia lain.
sini.
Dia sambil main game pun boleh cakap dengan you. Right? So player-player tak boleh malu lah, sebab it's not just for yourself, for the team also lah. The team get the engagement, yourself can expose yourself more, macam tu lah. So that's one of the way to make profit for the team.
Right, okay. So I want to move away from the facility punya baseline punya topik lah kan. I want to move kepada waktu professional playing. Right, main dekat MKL dan sebagainya. Maybe this question I pass back to John lah kan. So what is your daily routine sebagai seorang pro player?
Okay, daily routine saya Dan dengan dalam O2 Esports completely different because this time aku main line up tapi O2 I'm substitute. So dalam O2 as a substitute tak ada peluang untuk main lah. Tapi you ada peluang untuk duduk dan tengok ward review. Basically every scrim game for us sub player you duduk dengan main line up then you watch together the review. So we pun belajar barang-barang like what is the meta now, like how do you do this, how do you do that. It's actually all theory based. I can guarantee you if hari ini we get a good coach, experienced coach, don't need to be good, experienced coach, then kita duduk 5 orang average player, just duduk 1 bulan 2 bulan, just learn theory, mereka boleh dapat top 6 and qualify playoff. That is my guarantee for this season lah. Next season I don't know.
Sounds very easy though.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
Bunyi macam okay, kita duduk, kita study, kita ada orang ajar kita, top 6 tu on.
That one I can guarantee for this season. This season only lah.
Okay, for now.
For now. Okay, for now. Then in Magna Esports,
Macam tu lah cara Enigma lepaskan
my
dulu.
schedule
Right.
is more tough. Thank God MKL season is on my sem break. So saya boleh buat scrim pukul 2, 4, 7, 9. Tapi sometimes one of my players, actually 4 players dalam main lineup is still studying. So some days kita boleh buat 4 scrim. Other days kita buat 2 scrim. Malam je lah because petang mereka nak study mah. So what happen is if can we buat 4 scrims. If mereka study kita buat 2 scrim hari-hari. Then after that we will do board review. Like memang malam lah. Then sampai malam kita buat board review. That's our preparation. Then for me is like then after end of the MKL, almost week 6 I think, week 5, aku punya SEM sudah start. So that explains why I stopped for a week to not play MKL because I was studying. Then it was more tough because at that time pagi petang nak study, then siap study, straight away pergi venue untuk main competition. So it's memang tight schedule. Then malam you nak balik, then buat practice, then juga buat review. So it's actually memang tough untuk succeed as a pro player if you are studying as well. So to pull back why Toda says they want a full-time player is fully reasonable because mereka nak ensure tak ada barang lain untuk like to make sure the player is fully focused on the game lah.
So I want to give a hot take lah kan. So are you saying kalau you cannot dedicate yourself full time untuk main pro, you can never win?
No, actually I have mixed reaction. Is your dedication. If you really want it, you can do it. But for me, it was half-half. That's why I got 5th lah in Magna Esports. Half of the time, I want to do this, but I cannot completely engulf myself into HOK because I still have study. Because I'm going to graduate, I'm going to get my degree already. I don't want to mess that up. Then I also have personal life. I got family issue matter. If hari ini I memang want to get to the top, I need to sacrifice. It's not easy, and I don't want to take itu sacrifice to jadi top player lah. For this season, top 4 and the bottom 4, I would say the difference memang big. And this season punya statistic hero dan win rate apa hero, I pun berasa dalam MKL tak accurate. The only accurate way is you separate top 4 and the bottom 4. Then you dapat hero statistic yang accurate. So you cannot just look at the paper and cakap, okay, this hero, this season, win rate this high, we can use that hero. No, you cannot see that. You need to separate top 4, bottom 4, then you can know which hero is good and bad.
Sorry ya, to interrupt. Tadi John cakap ada pasal sacrifice ni kan. I remember when my time in Enigma, kalau you remember Enigma, right?
Untuk pengetahuan kita punya audience, sebelum Bobby masuk ke dalam professional scene HOK, dia membawa tim bernama Enigma. Dan Enigma tu yang qualify pergi MKL musim
betul.
yang pertama dan
Okey.
selepas tu dia tukar nama kepada Soul Esports dan sekarang ni PA Gaming lah.
Betul.
Itu untuk the benefit of our
So,
audience.
bila kita cakap pasal sacrifice ni, for ada one of my player from Enigma dulu, 2 hours before the qualifier, I think the last slot for that first season, I think it's against Silver Team kot.
Yes,
Against Silver Team. 2 hours before, my players tu dia break dengan girlfriend dia.
Wow.
You imagine? You imagine the sacrifice tu macam mana sebab like John said, dia my player is also a player, a student.
Okay.
So if logically kalau kita bahagi our time memang tak cukup. Study and then times with family, with girlfriend, and then you need to practice every day also. Assignment lagi. So one of the sacrifice yang my player tu buat adalah memang dia break dengan girlfriend dia 2 hours before the match, and then I text him personally like, are you okay? I try to comfort him lah, of course kan takut juga.
What else can you do kan?
What else I can do? Are you okay? And then he said, I'm okay. I just put my rage into the game itself lah. And then memang dia. And then now, I will not mention his name, but I will mention his achievement. He's playing in IKL.
Okay, teruskan.
He's
Nombor berapa?
Top 3.
Top 3,
Yes.
okay.
KIC.
Oh, jumpa dengan KIC,
Yeah,
okay.
he's gonna play in KIC.
Okay, nanti I tengok balik list.
He's playing Rome.
Oh,
Eh.
okay. Adik
Say-
narrow down balik.
You say you don't want to bagi name, tapi bagi semua ini.
Yeah,
Dia bagi
so-
tapi tak bagi kan.
So yeah, that's the things that we sacrifice lah. Memang kena sacrifice untuk get to that level. Kalau kita tak sacrifice, memang you just play at the low tier punya tournament lah, macam tu.
But you know what, topik pasal yang ni lah kan tentang relationship and all that as a professional player lah kan. Baru semalam ada orang tanya I this question. Adakah nak jadi professional player ni kena jadi single?
Oh.
I don't know. You ask John.
Okay. But I know hari ni John bawa somebody. Okay, jangan marah ya. Jangan marah. This is for educational purpose okay. Disclaimer.
For me is
Don't worry, if you get in
Okay.
trouble, you stay at my house.
Okay. This is if the partner korang cari is understandable or not.
Yes, correct.
If macam the player you just say just
Yeah,
now,
betul.
memangnya I don't think the girlfriend can relate
Yeah, betul.
or like okay.
At that time.
At that time. Okay, don't want to cause any drama.
Takut.
Yeah lah. I'm afraid lah.
So for me is the partner you choose is more important because decision is like if korang punya partner tak boleh like relate and cannot like don't want you to spend time too much on the game, memang tak boleh lah. Kenapa you cari like partner yang tak nak you main game, tapi you main game ini it's
Betul.
like your partner is stopping you to play game. If you want, I suggest cari partner yang boleh completely support you dalam game ini and fully understand.
Correct.
Like, okay, saya punya partner ini pro player. Memangnya tak ada masa untuk hang out, spend time.
Yes.
So, I would relate, I wait until everything dia buat siap. Usually
Betul.
pro player ada 1 day off. Then on that day off, I will find you. I will hang out with you.
Go jalan-jalan.
If you have a partner like that, then I suggest you can go for it lah.
We need to beli the jiwa first lah.
But if you got a troublesome partner, then I suggest be single.
So your partner is understanding lah.
Yes, very understanding.
Wow, I see no hesitation. Congratulations, good job. Okay. But that's really some of the realities lah kan. And bagi saya pun, saya pernah bersama dengan tim-tim profesional. Walaupun tak bersama dengan tim profesional pun, you will always hear macam, oh cerita kadang-kadang kenapa player tak perform. Oh, ada masalah dengan partner. Benda tu sangat common. I understand. Sebab biasanya player-player yang mula main pada umur tu lah kan, itu adalah umur yang paling hangat.
Betul.
Kalau macam I ni dah tak ada lah, dah tak hangat lah. So I totally understand. Been there, done that.
Betul.
Minus the hangat part.
But
Yeah.
in terms of partner ni memang I can say that it's not about e-sport je. Everything that we do memang kena ada support from our partner lah. So macam for me myself, I have a wife. My wife is really supporting me. Shout out to her.
Cik Mushi.
Hey, not that mushy ah.
That's why I tell you senang ingat nama.
So kalau if let's say there is no supporting, there's no one supporting you behind, memang susah juga benda ni nak jalan. So this apply to everyone. Tak kisahlah player ke, management ke, boss ke. Kalau ada support dari belakang, semua benda boleh jadi.
You know apa lagi benda yang support sebenarnya e-sport ni?
Yes.
Adalah Mountain Dew. Jadi thank you kepada Mountain Dew sebab juga menyokong rancangan kita pada hari ini juga
Thank
di
you
Esports
Mountain
lah.
Dew.
Thank you, Mountain
Terima
Dew.
kasih. Jadi kalau nak bincang lebih lanjut boleh contact Bobby untuk okay.
No.
Sambil kan.
Sambil
Tak tanya tak tahu.
Oh, next season Jesse ada Mountain Dew. Like that.
Ya.
okay.
Ataupun next
Can
season, you know, John Mountain Dew Ambassador.
Wow.
Wow, kan?
Maybe.
Yeah. Mountain Dew athlete kan?
I got
The
next Mountain Dew.
color with PA Gaming pun dah sama.
Oh, boleh join.
Senang nak masuk dekat JC.
Color dengan makna pun ada.
Belum lagi. We say belum lagi.
Okay.
belum lagi.
Or maybe contact direct John lah.
Maybe. I'll wait for DM lah. I'll tunggu DM.
Yelah sebab alang-alang booth Mountain Dew pun ada dekat depan kita ni. So, ni lah time kita nak bagi tahu.
Hi Mountain Dew.
Can sponsors.
Call me, okay? Ya. Dan ini juga adalah air baru daripada Mountain Dew sebenarnya. Dah try ke belum?
Not
Sudah
yet.
try.
Dah try?
I rasa I still prefer original lah. Because original fan. I seorang yang suka original. Apa-apa pun suka original.
Wow. Why I like this one is because untuk Major Melanie dia zero sugar.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
so bila minum ni for me it was just nice lah. Yeah, so yeah, that's good stuff untuk Mountain Dew, mengeluarkan air yang menarik macam ni. Okay, so selain daripada macam kita ada brand macam Mountain Dew yang juga support EsportsLAH, dan dalam segmen EsportsLAH ni juga ada Honor of Kings lah kan. So kita nak cerita sikit tentang scene Honor of Kings dekat Malaysia ni. Right. Untuk pandangan John, macam mana John nampak perkembangan scene Honor of Kings dekat Malaysia daripada bila John dulu sampai sekarang?
Okay, saya rasa ada banyak room for improvement. Why did I say that? Because I rasa this HOK scene dominated dengan budak Cina, which is something I fully don't like. Because Malaysia ini tiga bangsa. Kenapa ni I just see budak Cina?
It sounds not racist because he is the one who's saying it.
Itulah risau juga. Tapi it's him, so it's okay.
Yeah, then initially I pun rasanya like if we want MKL to improve, we need to bring in more new faces,
Yeah, correct.
muka baru. So this is why I started all this social media macam TikTok, live stream, buat macam ni untuk ajar semua budak-budak kawan-kawan kaum lain.
Betul.
Untuk grow with me. Not just I
Betul.
improve myself. Barang yang saya belajar dalam pro scene, I will sometimes show in my live stream so that all these kawan-kawan lain can learn as well. And then I plan in the future maybe start a community like my own team.
Wow, John Esports.
Not me lah, not run by me.
Oh,
I got a partner.
you got 500,000 or not?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
If you got 500,000 ringgit, we talk
Okay. No 500,000.
Okay.
But another partner, we still on a discussion phase, but we plan to raise small thing, get ready, preparation for NKL lah.
Understand.
But confirm no budak Cina lah.
Yeah,
Because
correct.
if budak Cina, that defeats the purpose of my goal. My goal is maybe in the next 2-3 years, kita boleh nampak like muka baru, like ada kaum juga, so that MKL is not just budak Cina lah.
Correct.
All the races can play. That's my main goal for all of this.
Betul.
So kalau siapa-siapa yang nak go pro, boleh cari John. That's what he's saying lah, signal dia tu.
In 2-3 years, not immediately.
2-3 years. Okay, 2-3 years.
In 2-3 years, I want to see many faces, new faces.
It's okay. You have 2-3 years to find 500,000 ringgit.
Wow.
Yeah. Now we know the benchmark dah. What about you, Bobby? What do you think?
From my personal experience lah, we have a few types of, I will say it specifically lah, Malay players, which is most of them is demanding. Why I say that? Because some of them migrating from the game sebelah, so they think they are really good when they are playing HOK, so they are demanding. They want a sponsor in terms of gaming house and then salary. But the first thing that I tell them that we need to see how strong are you. So I have a lot of friends in Chinese community also in terms of professional level or maybe tier 2 level. So when I send a tier 2 level against them, it's like they are playing with it's like an adult playing with the kids.
Dalam erti kata lain macam lawan bot lah.
Yes, correct. So that's the one thing yang, how to say, sekat the development of the Malay players actually. The mentality. They always want things fast, and then they always want a profit that is without thinking about others also. There is no sacrifice, like we said just now, there is no sacrifice from them in terms of training time, and then in terms of their patience. They just want easy to say, they just want money lah, macam tu. But there is another situation, which is ada yang they work really hard, and then they train a lot, but maybe it's not their things in Honor of King itself. So don't push yourself, because esport itself is not just in terms of player side. You can be a management, you can be a manager, you can be the co-owner, you can be the community manager, everything you can, as long as you are related to esport, then it's okay. For example, for me, because when the HOK coming globally, I was really like, well, I have this thing with Honor of King. I'll try to play as professionally, but kena sedar diri juga, which is that is my highest level that I can achieve. Cannot go more, so I just convert
Diamond, bukan.
so just convert to a management side lah. So that side pun you can also be you can be close to a professional team. So dia bukan setakat player just tak. So in terms of engaging, that's why the first thing that we need to look into is patience. If you have patience, you jadilah apa pun mesti you akan will give all the best lah.
I will give you, I nak bagi hot take punya question.
Okay.
Passion tak boleh bayar bill.
Yes, that is correct. Betul. But that passion will bring you further in the scene itself.
Would you agree, John? Macam nak?
I agree.
The point?
I
Okay.
totally agree.
Sebab if let's say in the HOK community itself, if 2 years back you ask who is BobbyTerbang, tak ada siapa tahu. No one know me. 2 years back. So I start to engaging from below, cari player, recruit new faces, create a new team. Dah bermacam-macam low tier team I buat. I found a way, a path, and then suddenly I am here today. So that's the thing lah. Memang for me, yes, the bills that yang kita kena pay is really important. But like I say, if you have passion for it, the money will come lah. Easy to say like that. If let's say for example lah, for player, right, for player side, if you are good, then there will be a team that scouting you. If you are not good, then you cannot blame anyone. That's the thing. You need to have patience. You need to sacrifice to be a good player. Then the good team will find you. So that's how things run lah. Kalau if you are just focusing on money, you go work lah.
Benda ni actually I agree lah kan. Banyak orang yang fikir masuk sebagai professional player dalam dunia e-sport lah kan. Diorang ingat macam, okay, I dah masuk liga profesional. Okay, I am now faker level, you know. I dah boleh ada bangunan sendiri dekat Korea and all that. You know, but the reality is that, ini benda yang selalu cakap dengan orang lah kan. Sebenarnya orang yang betul-betul sampai kepada tahap faker and you name whoever you want to name lah kan. Is maybe like the top 1% of the world.
Betul.
Or the top 10%. It's a small margin je
Betul.
sebenarnya. 90% of the people yang try, kebanyakannya pun kadang-kadang tak lepas pun.
Betul.
Kan, tak lepas and tak boleh nak teruskan kehidupan as a professional player.
Correct.
Dan belum lagi tambah lagi satu
Komitmen.
pemboleh ubah lah.
Betul.
Guna ayat sains lah kan, pemboleh ubah. Which is, let's say if you injured. Right.
Betul.
And this is real lah kan. So kalau kita ambil case study daripada beberapa region lain, macam contohnya yang that I can remember, seorang pemain profesional PUBG Mobile iaitu Wansek, dia daripada Myanmar, dia retired sebab dia injury tangan.
Yes, betul.
And then in 2023 juga, pemain daripada RRQ, daripada Indonesia. Apa nama dia? Pemain RRQ Indonesia. Tapi ada pemain RRQ Indonesia lah kan. Yang dia juga injury tangan. Juga. Then daripada situ dia dah tak boleh main professionally dah. Tapi nasib baik dia ada fan base and then dia continue as a talent kan, content creator and all that. So all these kind of things juga. But those are perkembangan community daripada professional punya point of view lah kan.
Correct.
My point of view, I think kita punya community, terutama yang banyak that I see dekat dalam group Honor of Kings Malaysia.
Okay.
Ya, dekat muka buku.
Okay.
Dekat muka buku. Sangat-sangat passionate sebenarnya.
Betul.
Kan, if you notice that, diorang nampak satu posting, diorang akan banyak bincangkan benda tu. And then diorang banyak, baru-baru ni pun banyak borak pasal habisnya MKL, habisnya Nation Clash, diorang cerita pasal, meta ni, meta tu. And then some side news juga diorang cerita. So I think it's kind of interesting lah. Diorang nak nampak benda ni sebagai, dia ada banyak benda yang kita boleh cerita.
Yes, correct.
Dalam scene.
Sebab actually apa yang community cakap in the group itself, we have the representative from Tencent dengan MKL punya side yang tengok tau. So actually memang sometimes takkanlah Tencent nak beritahu, okay kita dah baca ni, kita akan buat ni, tak. So actually if you guys give feedback in the group itself, diorang ada initiative. So let's say memang nak ada engagement, macam tu lah. In terms of KOL ke apa semua, diorang ambil sebenarnya. So just diorang tak bagi tahu publicly. Okay, we heard you guys punya suggestion, we will change. You guys give any feedback, ada MKL or Tencent representative tengok dalam tu. So diorang, you guys need to understand also, community punya POV lain dengan professionally punya POV. So kita tak boleh nak adapt 100% feedback from the community itself.
Faham.
So kita ambil yang terbaik for every side lah.
Yelah, takkanlah dia nak ajar, John, kenapa tak guna hero ni? Kenapa tak guna hero tu? It doesn't work that way kan?
Coach online.
Yeah, coach online kan?
But it's good for the grassroots community, memang ada engagement lah down there. So we appreciate the community itself and thank you lah for always being there. Ada MKL ke, tak ada MKL ke, grup tu memang meriah lah.
I would say ada one impact yang nampak lah kan baru-baru ni, which is something yang John pun ada join, which is community lepak malam. So kalau kita tengok bulan Oktober is kita caster ambil giliran untuk buat ni lah kan, which I think is really fun, right?
Yes.
And then what I noticed dekat group pun community banyak cakap tentang ada streamer HOK yang mungkin tak diketengahkan sangat. And what happened? November ni streamer HOK pula naik.
Betul.
Macam Opa Francie kan.
Betul.
Dia akan buat dia punya community lepak malam pula under Honor of Kings Malaysia lah. Which I think is really cool. Like what you said, diorang tak perlu nak menjawab balik, diorang just action terus.
Betul. Tapi but you need to understand also lah, jangan sampai emosi lah post-post dalam tu. Malu.
But cerita pasal emosi lah kan. So I want to come back to John sebagai pengalaman bermain secara profesional lah kan. Macam mana John handle pressure bermain di peringkat profesional MKL?
For me, just take a break. Memangnya take a break 1 minggu. Yang tu because behind the scenes, aku too much pressure. Because dalam pasukan ini, manager saya barulah just hop on to HOK scene. Then translation everything because ada language barrier. So saya yang buat translation untuk manager saya. So apa-apa yang berlaku, saya yang nak bagi tahu manager kenapa hari ni tak perform. I pun nak cakap like memang tak boleh perform lah. Then kita tak ada no choice. They want us to have the confidence. That is a good thing in esports. Confidence actually a good thing. But our team memang cannot beat Nova Esports lah. When we lose to Nova Esports, right, don't come and ask me kenapa kalah dengan Nova Esports. How to explain, like we just lost lah. But no lah, this is all joking lah. But they want us to win. Tapi sometimes we lose, everyone pun garam, marah. Then my time at Magna Esports, I would say very busy because aku pun buat analisis, data analysis saya pun buat. Apa pun saya buat.
You guys are the coach masa tu?
Kita actually have coach. The coach only come out in playoffs. Initially, the coach we agreed is because we got budget limitation. So coach itu boleh buat online je. Dari in China. Coach tu actually player O2 Esports. Import player O2 Esports. If you, for your information, kita punya coach adalah White. Yang tu O2 support player. Then he agreed to tolong kita. Then only come down on playoffs if you get number 5 or something, good result lah. So kita dapat number 5, so he boleh datang. But initially we do online because untuk satu coach datang dari China, then we need to ensure dia boleh makan apa-apa ni, salary pun boleh, ini boleh save lah. Because online the coach just need to make sure korang buat korang punya job, then also teach you behind the scenes like what review. Yang ni boleh buat online. So the reason why kita only bawa our coach down on playoffs is because that time our org decide to invest more into it because we actually are trying to beat the top 4 teams. That's why we had our coach in late. Tapi we do have a coach. So that's why I say that this season, if korang ada satu coach, memangnya boleh qualify playoffs. Like PAG, I believe korang tak ada coach kan?
Kita ada coach.
Tak ada coach, pun boleh qualify.
Sebab, like I said, the players sacrifice everything. Most of them akan habis the classes every day at 2 PM, 3 PM. Balik je 3 PM tu terus scream until 2 or 3 AM baru tidur. So they sacrifice a lot of time lah to sampai on that level.
Because I believe sekarang HOK MKL lah. Just HOK in general, tak payah MKL. IKL, apa-apa Pro League. Saya berasa kita bukan lagi level KPL. KPL is a China Pro League. Sekarang kita ada dalam satu level is just all theory based. 80% teori, 20% micro skill. If korang boleh understand the 80% punya teori, I can guarantee you can beat a lot of teams. Like why the top 4 teams mereka berjaya facing us? Like the only time the top 4 teams got 1 point facing the only time bottom 4 got 1 point off from the strong teams is APG versus Tar UMT.
Yes.
It's because APG use their sub player.
Betul.
That time they make announcement cakap main squad lineup JD ada family issue, so they bring in their manager as sub. That's the only time the top 4 team got 1 point off from top team. The reason why is because the bottom 4 team mereka belum fully understand itu teori.
Correct.
Dan experience also consider dalam teori. You can see why the top 4 teams finish their game so fast, fighting bottom 4. This is because everything they do is all theory based and experience based.
Correct.
So you can, a lot of times, like example I'll give, the jungle play. A lot of this stuff you see is all theory. Everything is theory. Like Kong Ling, for example, is a very crazy user of Pay. Why I say crazy is because sometimes you can see Kong Ling come out from the farm lane using Pay. Sometimes clash lane. All this is from experience and theory. If you have the first 4 minutes of theory of the game, you can basically control the entire tempo of the game. So my point is more of like, if you have a coach, experienced coach and a good coach, this season is the best season for you.
Betul, more impactful.
The bottom 4, I only say us Magna have a coach. So that's why we are number 5th. At the
Yeah.
start it was very rough because kita tak ada masa
Betul, correct.
untuk belajar teori-teori ni. But most of times word review when we cakap pasal word review, what is the purpose of word review? Actually is to study the theory behind the game.
Betul.
Then after we know the theory, that's when the micro comes into play. I say 20% on micro. Right now, everyone is still figuring out the theory. Only the top 4 teams, they have very, very good theory
Betul.
and experience. That's why they are in top 4. And the coach also very
I want to
experienced.
deep dive sikit lah kan, because prior to kita punya show pada hari ni, I got a lot of feedback yang ramai community daripada Honor of Kings, diorang pun tengok dekat live stream kita. So I'm sure they want to know a little bit more dengan knowledge yang diorang dah ada dengan the game lah kan. Can you tell lebih sikit, apa maksud teori that you mentioned tadi?
Okay, theory is like, let's say for example, I mentioned pay. I'll use pay again lah. First 4 minute, you face like example, the other side jungle is monkey. When kita orang tahu monkey, sometimes red buff, start with red buff, sometimes start with blue buff.
In
Tapi
terms
all
of knowledge lah, in terms of knowledge of the game itself.
So, korang macam pay. If you have experience in the theory, korang boleh tahu, you can hop on to invade the
Correct.
jungle and steal their, I don't know what is the jungle picks called. I forgot the name of the picks. Yang tu dua picks, a lot of times pay likes to jump in, steal the pick and then come out. Then you
Yeah,
get the goal difference. Yang ni semua is theory. Like
betul.
example, side lane you have Biron. Biron is a very, very strong early game hero. You know Biron is gonna clear the lane first. So if you combo Biron with pay, you know early game you're gonna invade the jungle.
Betul.
This is all theory. This is all like proven in past experience. So if I'll give an example. Let's say other side use a random hero Lupu versus Biron. Your jungle is Pei. Biron and Pei can start off with clash lane
Yes,
and then
correct.
invade jungle. All of these are all theory. So if you watch pro play enough, you can do stuff in rank also. But don't do it solo, because if you try to do it
Correct.
solo, your teammates probably gonna turn on the mic and scold you.
Dark system.
Oh.
Dark system. It turns into dark
Itu
system.
istilah dark system and pro lah.
So I suggest if korang nak try apa-apa yang pro play buat,
Betul.
just call up your friends and say, I want to try this, explain this, show the video, then you try together with your friends.
You
This
will
is
receive a
theory.
lot of call after this.
Hopefully not lah. I still have schoolwork, haven't finished.
Okay.
But,
So tu contoh dia lah,
Ya,
contoh pro
contoh.
play lah.
Ah.
I mean contoh
Teori.
of teori lah kan. Tapi kalau kita tengok lah kan, teori doesn't sound too hard untuk practice. Am I right? How
Yes.
difficult it is untuk practice benda-benda ni as a pro player punya pandangan?
Theory do include not just, theory also include laning phase, preparation for Tyrant or Overlord fight. Like macam 4 minutes, I want to fight this Tyrant. I want to dapatkan this Tyrant. But you need to plan out in 3rd minute already. What? Meaning, okay, this is another theory. Let's say, Biron Mayin. Mayin probably don't have advantage facing Biron early game. So on 3 minute 29 second, when the minion phase come clashing together, you cannot clear the minion lane.
Correct,
You need to, you as Mayin player, you stand in front of the tower, soak up the damage from the minions,
Betul.
wait until 3rd minute and 42 seconds, second minion wave come in together, clear the minion wave together. So korang ada advantage
Yes.
because you already cleared the clash lane, then Mayin can go to the Tyrant fight first.
Betul.
All of these are all theory, meaning that as long as you memorize and you understand which hero is strong or weak, all these stuff, then korang boleh buat macam disadvantage to advantage. A lot of times you can see Marco Polo
Betul.
going on clash lane instead of farm lane. Why? It's because Marco Polo is a very big, very big early game hero.
Betul.
So they move to clash lane, so they have advantage. This is all theory. So, like, and then maybe 4th minute you switch back. This all is just theory versus theory, but which side punya theory can counter which side punya theory. Like a lot of strong teams, they know they're gonna change Marco Polo to clash lane. Like for example, game APG versus Toda in playoffs, they guess Marco Polo is gonna change lane. So they want to change lane. Tapi Toda expected they are going to push their marksman to clash lane. Then the Marco Polo go back to farm lane. Then Marco Polo become disadvantage to advantage.
Yeah.
These are all theory behind theory
Betul.
behind theory.
Now we know why he is a pro player lah.
Betul. And why I'm hard start GM awal-awal.
When he start talking, I was.
Yeah. But sebenarnya kan, in my personal opinion, kalau kita nak kata tentang this kind of competitive sort of games lah kan, I always see it as it's actually a bunch of numbers. That is my POV lah kan. I selalu nampak, this is nombor. So how do you optimize the nombor-nombor? How do you maximize the potential of nombor-nombor ni untuk dapat the best of your opponent lah. But of course your opponent will also do the same. I think yang tu is just me and my philosophy lah in my head lah kan. But okay, sounds like banyak benda yang kena belajar lah lagi untuk tim-tim berjaya dekat pro scene, and having a coach tu very important. But speaking about having a coach ni juga adalah salah satu daripada banyak-banyak kerjaya dalam e-sport ni.
Betul.
Okay, so nak tanya kepada para panelis kita lah kan, you guys pernah dengar tak pasal Nasdaq ni apa?
Belum pernah dengar lagi.
The only next deck I know is the stock market.
Okay, yang tu pun betul juga.
Not that one lah.
Itu betul. But kita dekat sini is dalam konteks e-sports lah kan. Jadi Nasdaq ni adalah National Esports Development Guideline. Betul. Di mana ini adalah satu dokumen yang dikeluarkan sebagai panduan kepada semua penggiat dan juga peminat e-sukan untuk memastikan tadbir urus yang lebih efektif. Dan juga hak dan tanggungjawab masing-masing terjagalah. Jadi dia ada 6 teras. Okay. Dan salah satu teras iaitu teras kelima adalah cerita tentang kerjaya dalam dunia e-sukan.
I see.
Okay. Jadi mungkin kembali kepada Bobby lah kan.
Okay.
Bobby nampak kerjaya dekat dalam dunia e-sukan ni macam mana? What do you see? The potential dia dan juga cabang-cabang dia dan sebagainya from your point of view.
There's a lot of branch lah kalau kita cakap pasal e-sport itself lah. Kalau kita cakap pasal e-sport, banyak cabang career yang kita boleh tengok lah. Selalu yang orang pandang adalah the pro player itself. Tapi sebenarnya dalam tim profesional, tak semestinya pro player saja. Kita ada manager, kita ada assistant manager, kita ada coach, kita ada analis, banyak lagi sebenarnya kalau kata kita ikut betul-betul proper chart untuk professional e-sport ni. And then for the career itself, dia tak semestinya kena engage dengan e-sport professional team. So kita boleh host pun okay. Host ni lagilah. You can cover everything. Other than e-sport pun boleh juga for host. So banyak. So and then kalau dalam e-sport sendiri banyaklah, either you nak fokus on one game ke, multiple game titles ke, it's up to you. Tapi like I said, it's up to you, either you are the best or not. Sebab everyone want the best for their side lah. Okay, for example, kita nak cari for better understanding lah untuk pro player itself. Kita mesti nak cari yang bagus-bagus. So contoh macam Jon, nanti kita akan start compare dengan clash lane yang lain. So okay, Jon bagus, baru kita ambil dia. So like I said, you need to compete among yourself and with yourself juga supaya you are selected ataupun you can grow bigger in the career itself. Sebab career ni kalau yang malas-malas memang tak boleh buat lah dalam benda ni. Sebab kalau you rajin and then you are passionate, that things will come to you. Kalau just datang buat suka-suka, malas semua, memang tak boleh lah. Sebab career dalam e-sport is really big. So kalau you tanya in terms of me for career path, management side pun dah banyak role. So yeah, you need to be passionate lah apa-apa pun.
Tapi macam Bobby katalah kan, untuk nak buat satu career ni memang kena rajin, kena belajar dan sebagainya lah kan. Macam Jon sendiri, Jon adalah pelajar computer science.
Yes, correct.
Ya, sekarang ni first year, second year, third year?
Third year.
Oh, final year dah?
Ada 1 year lagi actually.
Oh, 4 years
boleh
lah.
full time lepas ni.
Wow. Okay. back then in 2003 or 2004, I studied, not computer science, I studied business IT.
Ooh, business
Juga. Yeah, so I had 1 year there, but I felt that for me, belajar benda-benda belajar programming and all that, it's not for me lah. But I understand the concept of programming. That time kita guna C++ and all that. And when I was waktu muda-muda dulu, I self-learn HTML. Zaman tu lah kan. So dia akan banyak mencabar daripada segi logical thinking lah. Kan? Jadi untuk John sendiri yang sekarang ni sebagai student tahun ketiga belajar dalam dunia ataupun dalam bidang computer science, macam mana John boleh kaitkan benda tu ataupun daripada pendapat John sendiri lah, macam mana pembelajaran ni boleh dikaitkan dengan kerjaya dalam dunia e-sukan?
Okay, I would say yang direct lah. Yang direct kita boleh nampak yang Bobby tadi yang berbincangkan is the analysis side.
Betul.
Kita analisis barang pasal yang saya belajar dalam ini university. Actually, I also take some business course as free electives. Those business course pun juga ada like business statistic.
Betul.
Yang ni statistic actually really did help me a lot in the analysis side untuk HOK Hero ni. Dalam statistik saya mengenai sports lah, kita ada satu hero pool, kita punya ada tier list like the team we face in scrim dan hero kita guna. So kita akan like before a match, kita akan keluarkan itu statistik, kita nampak this week kita punya performance dengan hero ini.
Betul.
Is it good compared with strong teams? Boleh kita ambilkan hero ini. Like macam sometimes actually the more you learn, the more you can implement lah in school. Like for example, laning phase, kita cakap 1v1 phase lah. Can this hero win this hero?
Betul.
Kita nampak, kita bukakan itu statistic page, then we look every time we use this hero, face this hero, what is the win rate? And why is the win rate like this? Then kita nampak, then we look back at the scrim.
Betul.
Like why I say theory is important is because like sometimes even you have advantage on your side lanes, like your lane, tapi you still in real time you still disadvantage. Like for example, Biron versus Main. Why did the Biron lose to Main?
Betul.
All this stuff you can keluarkan statistik and the word review and tengok. Oh, because mereka punya like mid lane have advantage, then come up to support mereka punya Main. All this stuff is statistics you can learn in school or in stuff, then you implement it into game. In terms of not direct, but one thing I found also that critical thinking. This is a subject I feel like at first very useless lah in school. Why do I have to take subject?
Ada subjek nama critical thinking.
Yes, no joke.
Wow.
But that one is MPU subject, compulsory subject from government. So this all of this actually it helps you clear your not just clear your mind. It's like help you think better, like outside the box. All this course. At first I didn't talk much about this subject, like critical thinking pun waste all my time doing all this assignment.
Thinking critically.
Then when it comes to actually playing games, sometimes the stuff I learn like I feel like useless course actually help me dalam esports. So I do believe right now what we are learning in school actually ada advantage to help you in esports lah.
Betul.
Wow, menarik. Because macam mungkin ada yang follow saya, dia tahu yang saya juga seorang pensyarah di TAI UMT. Okay, disclaimer, kita tak ada kaitan. Okay, the team is team. I mengajar je, disclaimer. Okay. Banyak orang, you know what? Fun fact lah. Bila keluar announcement, oh TAI UMT masuk MKL. Oh, I punya inbox terus penuh macam, wow.
One of it from me lah.
One of it from you lah kan. But I know we have our teh tarik for one of our matches. But anyway, so I teach juga, and one of the things yang I focus, I teach e-sport juga dekat TAI UMT. And salah satu benda yang saya fokus juga adalah, saya bagi tahu, game ni hanya medium sahaja.
Betul.
Game ni hanya something untuk kita ada in common untuk borak. But benda yang kita semua akan belajar is macam critical thinking, problem solving, then lagi satu is a presentation lah.
Betul.
And I think benda tu, tiga benda ni adalah sangat key lah dalam satu kehidupan
Correct.
mana-mana cabang yang kita nak pergi ke arah pun lah kan.
Betul.
Yeah. So I think I want to take an example from you yourself lah, John lah kan. I think you stand out sebab you are able to speak publicly like this. And in your own opinion.
Presentation.
Kan, presentation, your content, and also masa MKL bila your team menang, you interview.
Betul.
Kan, it's very entertaining. Every time kita sebagai caster behind the scenes, kita akan like ada this side talk lah kan, cakap hari ni John main tak? Hari ni John main tak?
Oh, that one memang don't know lah. That one.
That kind of thing. So boleh tak ceritakan kepada kita macam mana you biasakan diri dengan this sort of public speaking?
Oh, okay. In my university, from diploma to degree, almost every sem, they force us to buat interview and presentation.
For computer science?
Yes, any subject.
Wow.
So this one, until today, I just realized how important it is.
Yeah, understand.
If hari ni I tak buat ini presentation atau interview dalam sekolah, I don't have the courage to stand on this stage.
Betul.
Tapi every semester I nak buat presentation juga interviews, all this stuff. Then to a point where it's normal already. Then at the first few semesters yang saya buat presentation dan interviews, memangnya saya sudah like cold, you know, entire body shaking, stuff. Then nervous, but midway through studying, I've been doing this so much, sudah rasa tak ada apalah, boleh buat.
Betul.
So the confidence build up when the schools are actually doing like all these interviews, encouraging students untuk buat interview ini, presentation ini. So I rasa the curriculum for these few years, actually, because I also remember, I forgot, during secondary school or university, a lecturer told me the government is forcing students to do this presentation stuff.
Understand?
Now I can see the importance of it.
Right. And Bobby sebagai orang yang menjaga tim lah kan.
Yes.
Like how do you see the importance of benda ni in your point of view?
For me because my POV is from the management side. So first thing first is business, because if you can present yourself, then your marketing and branding must be so good, and then it will attract more sponsors. So if let's say you are shy, we ask you to photo shoot, you don't want.
Photoshoot pun tak ada, bukan kena cakap apa pun.
That's why.
Takkanlah sampai macam tu.
That's why. So,
ada ke? Real story?
Ada.
Photoshoot pun malu?
Ada. Bobby, how to post I said to him, like
Dia
that.
buat ke tak? Dia buat juga?
Dia buat lah, kena
Okay,
buat.
lepas ni I cari balik player PA gaming mana yang post macam ni, that's the guy.
Sebab if let's say you cannot present yourself, because that is one of the perk you must have lah kalau you nak be a professional player. In terms of skills in game, your communication pun kena bagus juga. Sebab if let's say you are the MVP of the game, and then any media or the casters itself call you for an interview, and then you shy, how?
Betul?
So if let's say
I double
how
down
are
on
you?
that.
So it's important for your communication skills, for your presentation skills itself, to be at a good level. It's not like we are demanding that you are really good in talking. It's just you know what to talk, you know what to present, then it's good already. In terms of the level of, it's not a racist thing, but in terms of the language barrier itself, if you learn to talk better, then you can have a good result lah. If let's say I learn to speak Mandarin, then I can speak Mandarin, like that lah.
可以讲华语吗？
I cannot.
okay.
So that's why lah.
Just checking.
Yeah.
Actually, this one I agree.
Yeah, correct.
The only person dalam pasukan saya yang boleh cakap BM dengan English smoothly is only me.
Yeah,
A lot of the teams, mereka punya player can speak little bit, but not interview level lagi.
Correct.
So a lot of times, not that we don't want to do all this interview. Like I remember a lot of your interviews with Noah, Waypit, Wendy, all these, they are the only few in MKL that can speak. They can speak English.
Betul.
Yeah.
So, but I also heard that.
That's why we pick my idol, okay?
Waypit idol. That's why I also heard BSE. They are taking BM lessons. English lessons
We can see
improve
their
players
effort
speaking.
lah.
Yeah,
So
can see
that's important. The effort to learn.
Season 1 punya BSE, I don't think they speak any interviews at all, right? English
Betul,
or BM.
betul.
Season 2, you nampak banyak
Betul.
lagi
Season
mereka
2
punya
they can
interviews.
speak well.
They can speak English and BM now. So it's a good thing that they actually like improving their players punya speaking.
Betul.
Tapi as a organisation, you guys tak train player ke untuk bermedia friendly?
I train for me lah. The most trained players I was in Agnima before. Sebab they are new faces. So when they join Pro League, hey guys come. Okay macam ni. We are in Malaysia. So most of the people want to see you speak in Malay, bahasa kebangsaan itself, right? It's not that like you cannot speak Mandarin ke English, can, but they want you guys to speak Malay sebab this thing satisfied them because you are representing Malaysia. So yes, so I train them that okay, let's say if they ask you like this, you can just simple reply by using a simple word. Hari ni sihat ke? Sihat. You don't need to phrase a long sentence just to answer that simple questions. You sihat ke hari ni? Hari ni sihat. Hari ni game okay ke? Seronok tak? Yes. Sangat seronok main. Dah. That's
Simple.
a simple. Don't make things hard for yourself. Apa yang you boleh jawab, you just jawab lah.
You know this story I remember masa MKL playoff lah kan dia ada buat video baru kan.
Yes.
Yang opening scene diorang pergi tempat
Betul,
berkemah
betul.
and then everybody punya line is like
John
in
pergi,
bahasa kan. John you were part of the video kan.
Yes.
You know when the video played and then after that ada orang bagi tahu terharu lah tengok.
See?
Yeah, terharu.
They feel the community and the fans feels appreciated. So that's what they want. Dia orang bukan kecam or racist ke apa, tak, it's just they feel more valued bila you guys speak in their language. Macam tu.
The connection lah.
Yes, the connection.
Yes.
So they feel dekat, more dekat. Something like that.
Yeah. So, okay. So, katakanlah untuk John lah kan, you see a lot of players yang mereka nak main professional. I see a lot of team daripada community sekarang ni sangat try hard. Dan ada yang banyak konsisten masuk tournament yang berbagai dan sebagainya. For you, apakah nasihat John kepada siapa-siapa yang nak masuk ke dalam arena kompetitif ni?
Sekarang memang ada banyak disadvantage if you are not Chinese because semua content for you to improve HOK is dalam Douyin, which is the China version of TikTok. This is all where us players belajar barang tentang HOK.
Yeah.
Tapi if you cannot understand Chinese, you have disadvantage because
Betul.
yang tu you sudah tak boleh access.
Correct.
So right now, I'm trying my best to buat masa untuk keluarkan video dalam BM dan English explaining about the basic foundation
Betul.
untuk HOK dulu, so that everyone this community boleh understand
Correct.
like what is the video content about. Because if say you really have the ambition to jadi satu pro player dalam NKL, you really need Google Translate or something that can translate.
Betul.
Buka Douyin, ambil video tu, translate one sentence one by one. That's
Betul.
the only way for someone that really wants to go pro to learn.
Betul.
Because there is no content yet, there is no Chinese pro player
Betul.
dalam NKL yang buat konten-konten ni, live stream ini untuk belajar. One example I can say is Noah Xuan lah. He do live stream, tapi live stream ni is him playing gameplay.
Faham?
Ada sometimes I pun masuk dia punya live stream because he's also my idol.
Betul.
I ask him like why you keluar this item build, why you keluar this item build. He sometimes explain to me. But like I believe they lack the people to buat ini konten-konten untuk mengajar this HOK content. So I have a goal right now is to make content for all my Malay fellows, friends to understand so that they can improve together as the entire community, not just budak Cina lah.
Betul.
That explains the goal of why I'm making content.
Understand.
Yeah, and I think what you do is, of course, sangat-sangat membantu community, and your content is easy untuk orang faham juga.
Betul.
Yeah, and it's very like the breakdown of like of the things yang simple untuk orang.
Betul.
One thing that sometimes like content creators yang let's say like yourself yang dah main pro, some people may struggle untuk macam, alah tapi benda ni simple je, takkanlah I nak buat content untuk ajar orang lah kan, it's too simple. Tapi sebenarnya orang-orang yang nak go into pro ataupun baru nak belajar main the game, bagi diorang benda tu is like membuka mata.
Betul.
Right. It may sound simple to you, but it's not simple to them.
That's
sebenarnya. Yeah, and the way that you bring in your content untuk buat konten yang simple untuk faham kepada orang ramai tu, I think is sangat membantu community lah. And I think you got positive feedback juga lah kan. Yeah. Tapi coming to Bobby lah kan, Ching Si also my idol, just saying. Okay. Jangan bagi left out. Ada tak player-player macam ada niat ataupun tergerak ataupun pernah you guys bincang untuk buat benda macam John? Just tak letak konten dekat luar.
Most of them as of now lah. As of now, most of them they mostly ke arah training. So memang most of the time diorang habiskan dekat scrim and then the practice itself, sebab diorang kalau kata nak buat live apa semua tu, for us diorang belum ada masa lagi, sebab they, like I said, they are student. Memang pack, jadual diorang memang pack. So
John pun student, ada masa je.
That's why it depends on the
That's why
player's
my
effort.
content is slow. That's why my content comes out slow.
Okay.
It depends on the player's effort. So kalau you rajin, you get the result, you get a positive feedback.
Right.
Kalau you tak buat, and then you tak ada lah engagement on the live itself. Tapi for my players, memang diorang dah cakap baik-baik, elok-elok. We cannot do live stream. Memang diorang fully committed their time to the training itself lah. Sebab we don't have any coach. So yeah, they need to, how to say, improvise themselves, improve themselves by their own lah. So memang kita ada suggest, oh guys, why you guys try to live, sebab ada a few request macam, kita orang nak tengok stay main live, kita orang nak tengok RAM main live. RAM ada buat sikit-sikit, tapi for stay memang dia tak nak buat. Stay tu, ya Allah, pemalu sangat-sangat lah.
Aduh.
Kalau you talk with him in front, muka dia jadi merah tau.
Oh serious ah?
So they need to, most of the pro players in my team lah, memang most of them is introvert. Memang susah nak approach unless we are having a call ke. Tapi dalam call bukan main banyak cakap pula. Bobby this, Bobby that. Bila depan-depan muka sampai merah. so memang for my team, diorang tak dedicate diorang punya time yang diorang ada tu for live lah.
Tapi as a team lah kan, bukankah buat live ataupun buat content is also cara untuk build team punya branding sekali?
Betul, that
So
is
kalau
correct.
diorang tak buat, then team ada kekangan daripada nak build brand and then nak monetize from there and all that kan?
Understand. Tapi that's why if you compare PA Gaming with other team dekat MKL, siapa paling banyak posting?
Sama ada PA Gaming atau Homeboys BSC?
So that's why.
Ini
So-
dua you fight?
Yes, correct. So every match we update, every week we update, and then the whole week tu tak ada game, kita orang akan update any news regarding the HOK ke MKL itself. So we cover on that side. So for us, we have a few sponsors, and then diorang tengok the engagement on the posting, they like it. So that's why lah, sebab kalau live boleh buat tak ada masalah, tapi kalau dah tak nak, tak boleh paksa juga. Kalau kita paksa nanti tengah live dia marah ke, mak dia panggil ke, friend dia call ke, nanti dia end live macam tu je.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we give them to choose lah. Either they are focusing on the live stream itself, ataupun memang nak 100% competing in the tournament. Macam tu. So on the engagement part, kita, like I said, like you mentioned earlier, about the career path in e-sport, kita ada media team, kita ada graphic designer, we have a video designer, kita ada videographer, photographer. So banyaklah cabang career itself. So it depends on how you manage your skill on a certain part lah.
Right. Yeah, pasal like those graphic designer juga, those kind of roles, biasanya orang tak nampak.
Betul.
Kan, orang akan banyak nampak player je macam kita bincangkan tadi lah kan. And to zoom in onto like creative work, macam yang Bobby katakan ni, there was this one time, I ada berborak dengan one of team owner yang lain lah kan, of a professional team, and then dia pun ada business yang dia buat event juga, event e-sports. Dia kata, kalau like skill-skill macam graphic designer ni ramai dekat luar sana.
Betul.
Tapi tak ramai yang faham e-sport punya taste.
Betul, correct.
Because it's lain lah kan.
Betul.
Yeah, so I think one thing is also about like kena belajar the hard skill of macam mana kita nak guna designing punya tools.
Sebab for my
Almost belajar
graphic
industry.
designer pun, I will ask his background first. Apa yang dia design? Kalau dia design poster kahwin tak boleh juga. So memang tak masuk lah. So tengok dia punya background, memang dia memang design e-sport scene punya background, and then memang so bila dia deliver the work tu kita boleh accept lah. So memang it depends lah, jangan main panggil je lah.
Okay. So since kita pun ada dekat event La La Land.
Yes.
Okay, kalau kita tengok event La La Land ni, ini betul-betul tempat yang sangat-sangat full of energy lah.
Betul.
I can say.
Penat, jalan je dah penat.
Makes me feel young again. I rasa muda sekejap. Yeah. So part of La La Land ni adalah kalau kita nampak banyak benda berkaitan dengan fashion.
Yes, correct.
Kan? So I nak mengaitkan sikit lah kan, fashion and e-sports. Maybe we can start off with Bobby dengan team owner, sebagai team owner. Fashion and e-sports, macam mana benda ni boleh berkait?
Most of it dia akan engage on streetwear lah. Sebab, okay, this is memang honest opinion from my side. If let's say we are buying a jersey kan, jersey yang kita nak beli tu, we can see that it's not cheap kan. Most of it 100 plus. For jacket itself, sometimes can reach 300. So if let's say you buy a team jersey just to wear on the occasion, which is only on the tournament, it's gonna feel waste. So with the collaboration that we can do between the local brand and the esport itself, we can make it as a streetwear. So before this, if let's say 2 years back, susah kita nak tengok esport jersey ni dekat publicly, which mean semua nak pakai smart, so tak ada pun yang pakai jersey. Tapi as of now, kalau kita tengok sekarang pun, tengok berapa banyak orang pakai jersey.
Tu macam paper racks tu.
Saya tengok berapa banyak.
Abang pakai baju paper racks. Actually design tu is very nice lah.
So it can be streetwear, it also can improvise the e-sport scene itself. So lagi ramai orang pakai ni dekat streetwear, lagi ramai orang aware about the e-sport team. So macam yang lalu tadi paper racks, yang kita nampak banyak hari ni SRG, and then ada lagi Vamos pun ada tadi.
Homeboys pun ada tadi yang nampak.
Homeboys pun ada banyak. So if let's say kalau kata
PA Gaming bila nak orang ramai-ramai jalan-jalan
itu
pakai?
kena tunggu any local brand collaboration lah.
Okay.
InsyaAllah.
Boleh brand-brand kat sini boleh sembang.
Boleh contact. Tu Instagram, TikTok semua sama je, Bobby Terbang.
Okay. Senang.
Alright,
Okay.
senang.
Yeah,
So
please.
kalau dia ada a lot of good things yang kita boleh nampak if this collaboration happen lah. Memang the community or public itself can knows about the e-sport team, and then e-sport team pun boleh acknowledge the local brand itself in terms of marketing ke, branding ke. Sebab for e-sport ni kalau cakap for Malaysia globally, it's one of the team yang hebat lah. Team-team yang kita hasilkan semua hebat-hebat lah. So for
Betul,
HOK,
kalau HOK ni kita
yes, for HOK itself we are number 1. Tapi kena tolak
Tak
region
tolak.
China. Kena tolak region China tu. Sebab
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
Baru-baru ni KWC dah menang satu game.
Yes.
Dia dah mula nak
So rugi kalau apa macam cakap rakyat Malaysia sendiri tak tahu, tak aware pasal ni semualah. So awareness tu can be heightened more with the collaboration itself.
Okay, so Bobby adalah Gen Z atau Millennial?
Sorry?
Bobby kategori Gen Z ke Millennial?
Cannot say lah.
Cannot say ya. Gen Zillennial. Okay. Okay, so I'm Millennial, pengakuan ikhlas. Okay. Mungkin my fashion taste akan lain lah. So kena tanya fashion taste daripada Gen Z. Okay, mungkin John, apa pendapat tentang ni kaitan esports dengan fashion?
One thing I see dalam a lot of shopping mall is SRG punya jersey actually.
Yes, betul.
Mana-mana saya pergi pun nampak jersey SRG. That one is really impressive lah.
Correct.
Because anywhere I go, I pun nampak SRG punya jersey. Like right now we also have satu booth untuk SRG.
Abang Players JC 1 tau.
Dah banyak kali sebut ni, abang Players kenalah
Malah.
PM tepi nanti.
But not just because of how their team is performing.
Betul.
It's also because their streetwear
Betul.
pun juga mantap lah.
Correct.
Like for this season, I rasa Magna Esports punya jersey is more design millennials.
Betul.
Bukan Gen Z punya design. O2 Esports punya jersey design to Gen Z.
Correct.
Because you ada pattern, ada apa-apa ni.
Betul. Ada patch.
Ada patch. No lah, that just my view lah, opinion lah. But like all this stuff. And then, but the only thing I like about Magna is mereka punya varsity jacket.
Yes.
Yang tu
memang
jacket
lawa.
I pun suka banyak.
Abang
I always
Ain.
wear out-
Satu
wear
Abang
out.
Ain.
No, but I also ask with Magna about the next season. Mereka juga planning to keluarkan streetwear, which I
Betul.
believe is the right direction. Aku rasa sekarang dalam esports team, if your jersey is nice enough, your team performance doesn't matter.
Betul,
Because
betul.
a lot of football club, mereka
Betul.
punya jersey pun nampak macam
Correct.
very good.
Betul.
Like I'll give example, Manchester United lah.
Dia
Mereka
mention
punya
MU
jersey-
What?
pula.
Man what?
Okay, to be honest, I don't like
Man-
Manchester United, but everywhere I go, everyone pakai Manchester United.
Betul.
It's because their jersey also look good.
Betul. The design
I
is
disagree. Okay,
Some
but
season
Go
their
on.
jersey look good. I'm a Liverpool fan lah. For information,
Oh.
Liverpool fan. I have their few jerseys,
Okay.
but a lot of times when I buy jersey, 60% is more of if it looks good or not. If it looks good, then I buy. I don't like Chelsea,
I don't like also.
but their jersey sometimes I'm gonna admit looks good.
Betul.
Like my cat's name is also Chelsea lah. That's the craziest part, because I just like the name,
Yeah,
but
correct.
not related to the club. But
Betul.
sometimes I believe JC, if you design good enough, it doesn't matter how your team perform.
Betul.
It's something that Gen Z boleh pakai keluar. It looks good lah.
Betul.
Like if Magna hari ni ada sponsor saya few varsity jacket, hari ni saya pakai Magna punya jacket lah. Tapi they didn't sponsor me. They already gave away all the varsity jacket. So until me I don't have anything.
Abang Ain.
Hello, Pius. Adakah anda sedang menonton live stream ni? You know what to do?
So I believe as long as you have a good designer, good jersey, it doesn't matter how your team perform,
Betul.
people will wear it out.
Betul.
That's my view on it lah.
Yeah, I think memang pun kalau kita tengok like okay, honestly kalau nak kata dekat region ni, I think one of the quite peneraju juga lah in terms of jersey design or apparel design, not specific to a brand, tapi I would say Indonesia punya
Betul.
outfit is actually quite
Betul.
legit lah, quite lit.
Correct.
And one thing that I always like about like kalau team jerseys kan, the team logo tu dia timbul.
Betul.
Dia bukan just print macam tu je. Dia timbul, dia ada like specialty on the team logo. I think that's actually pretty nice.
Correct.
Mungkin dia mahal sikit, but I think kalau like what you say lah kan.
But the quality itself dah okay lah.
You pay for the quality,
Betul.
right? I agree with that. Yeah. So for you, contoh-contoh team yang you think has very good apparel. Okay, wait. I want to zoom in. MKL.
For this season.
Yeah, this season, latest. Baju paling lawa. Hot take.
Homeboys PSE.
Homeboys BSE. Okay.
Aku rasa is Todak playoff season punya jersey.
Ya.
Playoff season they use
Why?
jersey baru,
Yep.
juga
faham,
jaket
betul.
baru.
Betul.
Yang tu wah, I nampak I pun nak pentas tanya boleh bagi
masuk
satu.
Todak?
Nak boleh nak bagi satu ke? Tapi mereka kalah. I pun
okay.
malu bagi ambil. Excuse me, boleh bagi satu jersey. I know you guys lose but I want a jersey. Can or not?
Thunder
No lah, I
Udin.
malu lah. Don't want lah.
Mention all the managers.
If mereka menang, I'll confirm go get one lah. But sadly they lost to APG.
But I agree lah with you that memang Todak jersey time playoff, baju dia time playoff tu memang macam tu lah.
But sorry ya, Tanderudin. Sampai kena petik dah.
No.
Okay, but Magna punya jacket pun nice, just saying.
Dia tak mention sebab dia tak dapat.
Oh, okay.
No. Of course, that one is bad. But I really like Toda punya jacket. That one I think is number 1 lah. My rank lah. Then number 2, of course, our jersey Magna lah.
Betul.
Right. Kalau I nak bagi contoh, like one more that really stands out for me lah kan. Kalau siapa-siapa kat sini tengok PUBG Mobile, kalau dekat scene yang terbaru dekat PMSL lah kan, ada pasukan Indonesia ni nama dia Glue Squad.
Oh, okay.
Do you see?
Yes,
Do you
I see.
Kan? Itu luar biasa.
At first, I think it's, diorang ni merepek apa ni, telan ubat apa ni, macam tu lah. Tapi dah lama-lama baru I faham that konsep memang rare gila lah. Memang style gila diorang dekat situ.
Yeah, I think not only the colour tu dia guna lime
Betul,
green lah kan,
betul.
but also like I don't know how to describe fashion diorang macam ada tema.
Diorang kena tengok.
Yeah, macam last season ada pakai baju macam Superman dengan cape. Itu
Power
jersey diorang.
Rangers pun ada kan?
Power Rangers. And then this
Rangers,
season is like construction worker.
Betul.
To me it's like whatever it is, to me S tier.
Tapi
S tier baju.
kalau Malaysia buat tu kena kecam.
Would it? Would you not dare to do something like that for your team? Sebagai team owner?
I will do it.
Apa yang you akan buat in terms of fashion? What will you do?
Tapi itulah players lah.
Hey, do you think dia kena ni pedulikan player or jalan je?
I believe if players say no, you cannot do anything also.
Oh really ya?
Because a lot of times I see lah, like live stream for example, you force player live stream, they will say no. No matter how hard you force lah,
betul.
they will say no. Unless your contract ada might force you to live stream, then they buat lah.
Most of them is malu lah,
Ya, malu.
Susah. Kak John seorang je dalam Malaysia yang buat macam ni. Yang cakap macam ni.
No lah.
So adakah PAG John?
Tak.
I'm gonna share you something ah.
Oh,
Before Bobby was even PAG, before PAG was even PAG, I was actually in that team. I was actually the clash laner.
Before PAG was PAG. That means
The players is it?
Yeah,
Okay,
players.
okay.
I was supposed to be the clash laner.
during Enigma time ke?
No.
No.
PAG is actually a university team also. What team is it? I forgot what uni is it. But they participated in ACS.
Okay.
They are the
correct.
they are the champions. But I forgot which uni is it. I was supposed to be playing on their university. Actually, I'm supposed to play on ACS. But last minute they pulled me out because
Why?
my view perspective is different than the jungle.
Understand.
So the jungle are one of the players. Then we crash our ideas.
Understand.
So we discussed better off they bawa seorang lain, permainan lain untuk fill in the gap.
Understand.
Then that's why hari ni we have Magna Esports because I myself create another team.
Oh.
So initially.
So you rebel lah.
Sorry?
You rebel.
Not me rebel lah. No.
Okay.
We all decided it was a good thing to separate for me to leave the team.
Diorang behind the scene of the MKL itself, everyone pernah main dengan everyone.
That's true.
So that's how it works behind the scene. Everyone pernah main dengan everyone.
Whether it's in a team yang sekejap
Betul.
ataupun just like main satu tournament
Betul.
kecil, everybody pernah pusing-pusing.
Yes, correct.
I say this season only TAR UMT players and DZT players are players baru.
Betul.
TAR UMT
Except for TMT ada few players.
yes, few.
Tapi
CCS,
I
X1,
like-
Xiao Yi, ini semua
Betul.
permainan lama. But
Betul.
permainan baru, it's completely new to our community. We don't know them. But last season, first season MKL, semua orang know semua orang.
Sebab actually for last season pun dah habis. For Fries kan, Fries.
Okay, let's go.
The Tar UMT mid lane tu, actually when my time in Enigma, I pernah approach dia.
Okay.
Dia nak tak join Enigma.
Masa tu dia dah keluar Nova kan?
Yes dah. So because the potential from him memang wah, sebab siapa yang pernah tengok dia main time tu memang top notch. I can say that time tu lah, dia punya prime tu he can be number 2 mid laner of that time.
Number 1 siapa?
Nova player lah, still the same time. Time tu.
I thought you going to petik your player.
No.
It's okay.
No,
Actually,
time tu.
Fries is a very talented player.
Betul.
I wouldn't say wasted potential. I would say he prioritized study.
Betul.
Actually, Fries 14 years old, 14, 15 years old is already considered one of the best in Malaysia.
Betul.
At that
Like
age,
top rank
Yes.
server
Not-
or what?
Malaysia.
Okay.
Like because we are all in the community. At that age, you know how like every rank there is like every role like mid lane, how many what is it called, the numbers like 70, 60, 50. The more hero power you have,
Yes,
the higher the
correct,
rank
correct.
for the
Betul.
individual role. Fries is already 100 plus in KOG not HOK KOG. Well, we are all in 70, 80 already.
Betul.
At that age, then he suddenly stopped to study.
Betul.
And now he's coming back. So right now, aku rasa Fries just lack the experience.
Betul.
If he has the experience, I boleh taruh dia di atas top 3 lah.
Kalau second season Tar UMT ada lagi, I will be their die hard fans. Sebab it's not like I know them, but I know each of them punya skills. Individual skills memang sangat bagus for the Tar UMT players.
So you have plans?
Not plans, die hard fans.
Oh, die hard fans. Okay, I thought you have plans.
No, it's behind the scene lah.
Kejap lagi ada yang klip ni masuk Suncast
No.
IKL ke
Jangan.
ataupun Honor of
Tak,
Kings
tapi
Special Community
honestly
ke?
talking, memang Tar UMT players is really good. Memang sangat bagus. A lot of potential on them. It's not like I'm saying other teams punya players tak bagus, tapi I have my eyes on them since the earliest lagi. So memang I can see memang dia orang ni kalau full potential memang kuat.
Yeah, but I think like what kind of effect diorang punya performance juga is that sewaktu MKL berjalan, waktu tu dah tengah-tengah semester. Tengah-tengah semester
faham.
and then until MKL habis tu is like ujung-ujung tu of the regular season tu, time tu dah time tu exam punya period juga.
Betul.
Yeah. So you can imagine if you're like tengah-tengah semester, that is the time when you have to submit your assignment lah, you have to do your presentation lah, you have to do quiz lah, blah blah blah, semua benda tu.
I remember
Ah.
one of the I think week 6 or week 5. When we were all in the waiting room before playing, Tar UMT punya player semua duduk situ dengan iPad untuk study, you know.
Yes.
Like
betul.
they're all studying for exam. Like,
Betul.
wow, impressive.
Sebab most of them banyak je team scout diorang, tapi most of them have to reject because they are focusing on their studies.
Yeah, so you know, so like you as a student juga lah kan, you pun faham like, oh it's very hard untuk nak
Betul.
balance the both. I think ada one day lah kan masa diorang main during regular season. If I'm not mistaken, is diorang dah habis exam and then diorang pergi main.
Okay, betul.
Something like that lah kan. Or if not like, oh hari ni main, esoknya exam.
Betul.
So dia macam in between a lot of things.
Oh, penat.
Yeah,
Mesti
yeah.
penat.
So gotta give it to them juga lah kan. Diorang dapat number 7 dalam regular season.
Yes.
Walaupun tak qualify pergi playoff, but I think like what you said is time untuk kumpul experience lah.
Betul.
Kan. Would you scout any of the players?
I think no, because if you look at my style of scouting from the first season lagi, I suka new faces. Because honestly talking lah, kalau in MKL you nak menang tu susah. Sebab you have the big four or big three like that lah. So you nak be in the big four itself, you have, like I said, we go back to the funding itself. You need to have 500,000 ringgit to be in that place.
500,000 ringgit guys. Kalau anda tak ada 500,000 ringgit,
But it's not
Oh,
like
bukan.
compulsory.
Okay.
Sebab we also manage without funding before. Tapi like I said, you need to sacrifice your own money. Like that lah.
How much have you sacrificed
Oh
from
my-
your own money?
Why are you asking like this? My wife is right there.
Oh. I'm so sorry.
Nanti balik dia tanya tau.
Dia pun tak tahulah. Okay,
Nah,
kita off record.
honestly
Kita
lah.
off record.
But I can tell lah,
Oh,
honestly
okay,
lah, honestly
let's
lah.
go. Sebab topik duit ni banyak orang suka nak dengar, betul tak? Okay.
Honestly lah, my own expenses lah for a small team to be in MKL around 30,000 to 50,000.
30,000 to 50,000.
Yes.
Kiranya tu macam rasa minimum lah.
Yes, we need to have that lah to run around 3 season. Macam tu.
30,000 to 50,000. Rasa banyak ke sikit? Banyak.
Ada yang cakap sikit.
Ada orang cakap sikit. Sikit.
Tak apa, lepas ni yang cakap sikit tu dia sponsor kita.
Yang cakap sikit tu pun
Yes.
geng-geng yang ada team. Yang geng-geng yang ada team. So dia pun tahu.
So-
30,000 tu.
Betul. Sebab memang mostly the expenses tu memang kena ada lah. Takkan kita nak bagi player tak makan, tak ada transport. At least they can claim apa yang diorang dah guna. So itu pun dah okay. So at least player can focus on the game itself lah. So back to what I said, I like to bring new faces. I like to expose them. So kita ada lagi banyak option in players itself for every team to scout.
Okay.
So if you see also in my first season Act 5 tu semua player baru. Season ni I bawa around 2-3 player baru. So if they are being scouted then okay lah.
Okay. Kita pun dah nak sampai dekat hujung-hujung ni
Okay.
of kita punya session. So maybe for some of the closing question lah kan nak tanya. Kita start dengan John dulu. What is your biggest learning? Apakah benda yang John paling belajar setakat ni sebagai pro player?
Confidence is way more important than aku expected. At first, because of how the community views me internally,
Correct.
all my friends, everyone thinks that I'm an average player. So, saya punya mindset, saya sudah average player. Tapi after all this coaching and all the stuff I've learned, I realized that my potential is actually blocked by my mindset.
Betul.
If I do believe I can win, I can win.
Betul.
If before the game even start, you think that you will lose already, how are you going to win with
Betul.
the mindset? Like, I know the skill gap is very big, top 4 and bottom 4.
Betul.
Tapi when it comes to playoffs, MKL Esports versus Todak, I still have itu hope untuk menang dan untuk confidence to do my best. I don't care about the outcome, but I just know that when I'm on that stage, I'm doing my best.
Betul.
That's my feeling lah. So, what I've learned the most important is confidence is actually the most important thing.
Betul.
But sometimes confidence juga kills you.
Correct.
A lot of import players China that comes into MKL thinks they are the strongest. But when it comes to execution, I wouldn't give names lah. Some of them did perform very badly.
Betul.
But Wendy is another example of a China import player that came in that dominated us.
Betul.
But a lot of import players, their confidence is way too high to the point where they don't want to learn anything. They don't want to listen to their teammates because they
Correct.
believe I am the strongest. Why I need to listen to you?
Betul.
This happened to a lot of teams also, I realize. That's why some teams, they have import players, but then in the lineup, they don't use the import players.
Betul.
Because mereka punya mindset is, I'm stronger than you, why do I need to listen to you?
Betul.
Then internally, you sudah ada problem. Player dengan player sudah fighting. Gaduh. How are you going to improve?
Betul.
So I do believe you have confidence is good. But at the same time, you need to have the heart and passion to learn so that you can be the best of you.
Betul.
Okay, Bobby pula?
For me,
Perjalanan bawa tim daripada community masuk MKL. dengan drama-drama yang ada masa musim yang pertama?
Penat. I think trust kot, trust is the most important part in holding your team together. So which mean kalau let's say the management give you a trust to do this, then you must appreciate that and fulfill the duty. Macam tu. So and then even between the teammates, I believe John lagi arif pasal benda ni, which is the trust between teammate tu kena ada. If let's say you don't trust your teammate, how can you engage in the fight itself? How can you be in the pro scene itself? So the trust is important in the organization itself, in between every level of management and also the players and the coaching itself. So trust tu memang sangat-sangat perlu, sangat-sangat penting untuk ada. Kalau tak ada benda tu memang I think if I don't have that trust things, which is I trust in my players, I trust in my managers and then other partners. Kalau tak ada benda tu, I think I will not make it here lah. Sebab we start really hard for myself lah, individually, personally, I start really hard. Memang kena spend banyak duit sendiri, and then player ni tak suka tu, tak suka ni, so kita kena ikut. And then I just inform that you need to trust yourself. Time will heal everything and time will give you everything. So which mean you usaha and then you trust your teammates, then everything's gonna be fine. It's either sooner or later, tu je. So kalau tak ada trust, memang tak boleh run the club itself.
Actually bunyi trust dan usaha ni bunyinya macam senang lah kan?
Betul, betul.
Yeah, but actually it's harder than it sounds.
Yes, correct.
Sebenarnya. Yeah. Tadi kita dah dengar John bagi nasihat kepada siapa-siapa yang nak bermain pro. Bagaimana pula untuk Bobby? Nasihat daripada Bobby untuk siapa-siapa yang nak berkecimpung dalam kerjaya e-sukan.
Okay. From me myself lah, yang ni pun memang personally, which is I learn it the hard way from my experience is you need to have the correct attitude, and then that attitude tu you tahu nak letak dekat mana and which timing. If let's say you have a high ego, ada biggest ego kan, ego is okay, tapi it needs to come with your skills also. You have big ego, you have big skills, then no issue. But if you don't have skills, but you have big ego, then it's gonna be a trouble for yourself lah. Sebab attitude is the most important part in everything that you want to do. Kalau you tak ada the correct attitude for all the mentality itself, memang you cannot grow lah. So it's really hard if you don't have the right attitude at the right place.
Okay, one of my last few questions, since you brought up this topic lah kan, so in one of my podcast episode, dekat podcast Tak Berlesen, I discussed with Coach Kent. Dia adalah coach PUBG Mobile untuk BTR. Tapi pada waktu tu dia dengan Warong EsportsLAH lah kan. So he said something very interesting dalam falsafah dia sebagai coach. Dia kata dia akan prioritize skill daripada attitude.
Faham?
Sebab attitude dia boleh bentuk.
Betul.
Tapi skill budak tu sendiri yang kena
Betul.
power.
Betul.
What is your take on this?
It also depends on the perspective jugalah. Sebab maybe he's a full-time coach lah. No judge. I'm not judging him.
Betul, dia full-time coach.
So I'm not judging him. Tapi maybe he talk by his experience juga. So mana yang better dia lagi tahu. Sebab and then dia pun work as a professional coach, memang dia dah scout untuk professional team terus. So from my side, kita start daripada bawah. So kita tengok dulu yang mana penting, which is sometimes ada orang boleh accept bad attitude. So let's say lah we are in the same team kan. You can accept my bad attitude and then we can play together. Then it's no issue lah. Tapi ada certain a group of people, dia tak boleh terima a bad attitude. Macam, you are soft spoken. I'm jenis yang cakap kasar. So, obviously you takkan boleh terima the way how I talk. So, that's why we need to understand the player itself. Macam mana dia ni berfikir, macam mana dia punya attitude, and then macam mana dia punya skill level. So if let's say, and then that's the hard part lah for becoming a coach. You need to consider which one is more important to you. Yang ada skill ke, yang ada attitude. So memang susah lah.
So which one will you prioritize?
Yeah.
Skill or attitude?
For me, attitude first lah.
Attitude. Okay, how about John?
Okay, this one happened to me personally.
Let's go.
So I have the best answer. Skill or attitude, I actually agree with the coach. But that's a take lah. The coach needs to be there to fix the attitude. Jangan cakap attitude boleh change. Tapi
Betul.
the coach is not there to change the attitude.
Betul.
A few previous club that I've been, I won't give any names. Ada seorang player yang selalu garam and marah player. No matter how good your player is, the teammate is, he will still scold them when it comes to losing. Even in scrims, even losing in rank, boleh smash the phone on the floor,
Oish.
then lari dalam, then boleh scream. Anything can happen. Then we did raise this to my management side. Then management cakap, it's fine because attitude can change. Tapi masalahnya bukan attitude can change or not, is tak ada orang, no one is there to help change,
Yeah,
to help change the guy's attitude. So yes, skill is more important than
Betul.
attitude.
Betul.
Tapi the issue is ada orang untuk fix the attitude issue or not. If there's someone there to fix issue, then go ahead. I would take the skill more than attitude. But if tak ada orang di situ untuk take care of that player, to make sure that player attitude has no issue, then I would prefer your attitude over your skill.
Betul.
That's my take on it. You need someone there to take care of the person lah.
Right, okay. So kalau siapa-siapa nak tahu lebih lanjut tentang that perbualan which I find very interesting, boleh tengok episode Being the Dumbest Person. Bertajuk Being the Dumbest Person. It's about the 2 hour plus yang kita cerita tentang falsafah, tentang coaching.
Betul.
Ya, pada tu. Tapi I think itu sahaja daripada masa yang kita ada untuk kita punya segmen podcast kita ni, yang kita juga ingin berterima kasih kepada Mountain Dew kerana menguasakan segmen Warong
Thank
EsportsLAH
you, Mountain Dew.
Thank you, Mountain Dew. Very nice to
And
drink.
EsportsLAH.
Ya, jadi dengan ini saya akan serahkan kembali kepada host kita. Adakah? Oh, bukan. Oh, kita pergi break Okey, jadi itu saja. Lagi sekali saya ucapkan terima kasih kepada
Thank you.
BobbyTerbang PAG Esports Director dan juga Professional
Thank you,
Player
thank you.
yang bermain di MKL, Jon.
Thank you, everyone.
Ya,
Thank you.